Hello. Hello, Bernard. Hello.
Greetings.
How are you doing?
Dan, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Yeah, up and down,
Okay.
up and down. It's an up and down.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, how
It's
about you? How is everything going?
very well. I mean, yeah, everything is going very well.
Very well.
Yeah.
Great, 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 great. I might visit you sometime,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to visit you guys when we have got professional work. I want
Um,
casual or something, but I think this opportunity here is also fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We can like schedule a call and yeah, fix dates. We can meet and discuss for other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I have posted all the groups that I can manage to join
Okay.
here, but they are writing exams on EPU. 35 or so are writing exams right now. Maybe when they finish around, I don't know when they finish, 7:30, maybe they will join.
Okay.
But
No.
I've got others a lot who are not on the EPU, so I have requested them to join. We might have quite some new members. But
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I like your program. I like it very much.
Yeah. And today, especially, we welcome Tex. Today, especially, we have a good demo. Yeah. We'll show people how to start and set up their dev environment in Cardano.
Okay.
What does it mean to be a Cardano developer as a
Yes.
basic environment? Like, we'll try to do a short demo and show how someone can get started and how to shift from web 2. Most of developers are just requesting, yeah, I'm developer from web 2. I know how to develop, how to code, but what does it mean to be a web 3 developer? So we'll try to understand exactly how and how to shift, not even to shift, how to become a web 3 developer. Yeah, this is the today's session. Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
Greetings, Tex. Long time.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, Mary.
Hello, thank you.
Yeah. I think we can get started and other people will be joined. Welcome, Sammy.
Hello, guys. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. So, yeah, I think we can just wait for a few seconds. Yes, Sammy?
No, sorry. I was just trying something. Sorry. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. So, for today's call, let me just share my screen directly so it will be quite clear. I just have it here. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Oof. Thanks, Tex. I saw that you've made our last test commit.
There's one action pending, but the main page is at least up to date.
Okay. It really looks good. Okay. So hope that we can see my screen. And I'm happy to share with you our new website. Last time it was like basic. Now we are trying to improve and to get the best website for DevX. This is the new the website. If you don't have it, I can just share the link in the comment section directly here. So anytime pass by there and check, and yeah, everything we will be discussing in the sessions, you'll be having them. Just going here in documentation, and then you can go to DevX developer experience working group here. Go down and you can see sessions here. And I think the first session you can like we already have it here. Instead of like going to the GitHub repo, you can just pass by here. And if it's not ready when we are discussing in the session, it will be just maybe 1 or 2 days after. And today we'll be talking about Cardano dev environment. I think most of questions, and we are just following the sessions, as you can see. All the session will be here, and we are trying to make sure that all session you don't need to like look for the calendar. Will be like tagging for each session. Will be tagging the calendar, the link to the calendar and the link as well in the page before the session. So if you don't see the link or you don't have the link for the session, you just come in the DevX website, you look for the session. If it's session 4, you can just directly find the calendar. And one more thing we are planning to update here in the website. So we'll try to restructure here the media and resources. The resources will be in the session. So when you see session 1, you can find the all resources in the session. And one more thing is after the call, after the session is being like uploaded in our YouTube channel, will be attached here. So even after, if you had a bad internet, for example, or you had a problem, or you are not able to join, you can just come back here and watch the previous video or the previous sessions. Yeah, the today's topic will be Cardano dev environment. So most of question is like, I know I'm a developer. I've been working as a Web2 developer since, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I know how to code with React. I know how to code with, I don't know, TypeScript or JavaScript, normal language. How can I shift? Is it that difficult? Is it that complicated to shift from Web 2 to Web 3? Today is the day where we'll try to make sure that you understand what is required to say that I'm now working on a Web 3 project, or now a Web 3 developer. Yeah, and at the end of the call, at the end of the presentation, I think we'll have a half of time presenting a demo and see exactly what does it mean. So to have a specific here exactly, we'll be talking about Cardano, but it's common in Web3 development. It's the same process. It's exactly the same process. So mainly, I recommend you to have a good structure of and a good understanding of what is it, and to set up your environment. If you want to work very well in this environment, you need to make sure that you have everything listed here. At least, even if you don't really know how to do it, you know what does it mean and what is it for. So the main requirement will be GitHub, because most of projects are hosted in GitHub. No one will be share with you a code by Telegram or WhatsApp. Most of projects, I can say 99% of projects are hosted in GitHub. So mainly you need to have at least a GitHub account, and if you want to have more secure account, you can set up your SSH GitHub account as well. GitHub install locally, it's very important. Even in Web 2, in Web 3, it's the same. We need the GitHub set up locally. Yeah, and you can understand what is the branch, what is the keyword branch after this can come. But if you are yes, Terence, text, sorry.
Yes, just to set the stage for the future, if you have a GitHub account already, or if you are setting one up, It's very helpful to just get it out of the way and set up two-factor authentication, 2FA, right away. In the event that you're working with an open source project or in the future coming to Intersect, if you're ever added to the organization, it is required that you have 2FA on your account. So getting that out of the way ahead of time means that you'll prevent a backlog from you ever being added to an open source project in the future as you move up the contribution ladder.
Exactly. Thanks for this add-on. And one more thing will be like, what is development tools we need to like start working on a project? Mainly, it will be an editor. Most of people like use Visual Studio Code. It's one of the best and the most used, I think. And if you want to download it, if you don't have it yet, you just go using this link. Just click, and it will directly send you to the VS Code page. You'll just download. For me, I'm using Mac, so yeah. If you're using even for Windows, all OS are available for VS Code, and it's one of the best, I think. And we'll just come back here. And one thing we need, it really depends, and it comes with the computer itself. So we need a shell terminal, like where you'll be typing like some command lines. For me, it's also very important, even if you are just a simple developer, you really need it. And Visual Studio Code use the local terminal. So it comes with your computer directly. So especially for Cardano, you'll need extensions, not only Haskell or Markdown format or anything. You'll need to, as you are growing, you'll be finding more extension to add in your Visual Studio Code to make your development very easier for you. So it's just an optional, but not mandatory, but it's very important to you to add them because it helps you a lot for your development process. So, and again, if you want to have more information about tools, remember we talked about it in the directive quick kickoff. So if you go, just click on this link, it will send you back to all those informations in the first session. So you'll be finding all information about tools, development tools. Again, you really need the wallet. For most of, I can say even all of the Web3 projects, most of them needs at least a wallet. So when you are working on a Web3 project, even if it's just it doesn't really need the wallet itself. So maybe they will be paying you in wallet address, so in your wallet. So you really need it. For even development, most of project needs you to connect your wallet. So we have two types of wallets. The first one is CLI wallet. So you create the full wallet in your computer locally, and you control everything locally. And you can use it at any time. But the bad thing with this one, you need to secure everything yourself. So as you can do everything locally, so if you lose the keys, you lose the money, you lose everything. So make sure that if you are using this in the main net, so if it's your main wallet, to make sure to keep the key secure and offline. I mean, that's the good thing to do. Not share it online or keep it in Google Drive or anything, because if someone find it, can directly use it or pick your money directly. Mostly it's in development environment. It's quite easier. You don't need to like do many process. You just keep it open. And we also have browsers extensions wallet. Those wallets comes directly in you can just install them and it will come as an extension. You can use it. My favorite one will be like an extension with dashboard, so it allows you to like directly see all transaction in a dashboard. So I use most of time use lace of or eternal of. I'll be showing you after when we'll be trying to do a demo as well. And again, if you want to see all wallets, all Cardano wallets here, you just come in this link. It will send you back to the kickoff and orientation, where you'll find all wallets and links how to install them. Yeah. One of the important thing here in Cardano is Cardano CLI and Cardano Node. Even if we'll talk about API after, but everything turn around these two main keyword. I mean, when we are talking about Cardano CLI and Cardano Node, we are talking about Cardano in general. So what is Cardano CLI? What Cardano CLI lets you create keys and addresses, build and sign transaction, and query on-chain transactions. So even when you see an API working online, they are using in some ways they are using Cardano CLI somewhere. So even if you want to build your own API on Cardano, you need to use this. And again, to use this, it will need you to have a Cardano node as well. So yes, they are going together. You need to run a Cardano node to use Cardano CLI, but you can, of course, use some Cardano. You can use sometimes Cardano CLI without node for creating some keys. You don't need, because keys are created by Cardano addresses, but behind the scene of Cardano CLI. But again, if you want to do transaction on chain, you really need to run a Cardano node. We'll see it again after. And to install Cardano node, you need to go back to, I think here in the Cardano, in the documentation here, if you want to run the Cardano node, you can have requirement. In the mainnet, you need at least 24 gigabytes of memory, of RAM, and 300 gigabytes of memory, storage memory, yeah. And yeah, you can run either Linux, Windows, Mac OS. But I recommend you to use Linux at least, or even Mac sometimes doesn't really work very well, but Linux is the best. But again, Cardano node can work on the 3 OS. Yeah. I'll come back in our documentation, and I usually use Linux to build my node because it's quite easier. Instead of following all those process, all these process, it's quite a lot and quite complicated. If you use Nix to build your node, you'll see that it takes time but not complicated. So I won't go through this right now because it takes time. It can even take 2 days to sync even the testnet. So what these tools, I've just talked about why is Cardano CLI, why Cardano node, but the Cardano node, it's the main node of Cardano. You are running the full blockchain, Cardano blockchain locally. When you are running a Cardano node, you are synchronizing the full blockchain, all transaction, everything locally. Of course, you can start from, you don't need to start from zero. You can synchronize from trusted hash, what does he call? It's from, you don't really need to start from zero. You can use, what does he call, I just forgot the word, but yes, you don't really need to start from the beginning, but you need to start from at least a trust hash to sync your full node. But again, when you are running and it's full sync, so it means that you are participating in the security of you are fetching all the transaction from the real blockchain, real Cardano blockchain. So even if you are running it in your computer, make sure that in your mind you need to understand that you are running the full transaction. All the transaction passing by the blockchain, you have them in the local machine. Yeah, we'll be talking about external APIs. It's also one of the main thing to understand, because when you are developing, you don't really need every time to have, for example, Cardano CLI or Cardano Node to interact with the blockchain itself. You really need just to have an API. What is it exactly? An API, it's just an API allow you to interact with the blockchain without running the full node in your machine locally, or to install all those tools. So from just one URL, you can fetch all those information. Again, I'll show you exactly how it works and what does it really mean. Cardano has a lot of open source APIs to like synchronize, and Cardano in the node, in each node has what they call DB. It's a database, really sync database, and this database provide all transaction history. So some companies and some open source like just use this folder to fetch all information and to provide the full transactions from APIs. Again, you can even like make a transaction, I mean, from an API. You can do everything using API. I'll show you where you can find them. But again, in the kickoff, once again, you'll find everything about all APIs. Like we have APIs like Blockfrost, we have Koios, which I really recommend, and it's one also of the best. The two are the best, and it's almost free. Like for let's just pass by there quickly. Let me come back here. I think, sorry, I'm just lost. I'll take wallet integrations. Social tools. I think they are here down. Yes. Oh, I'm lost. Okay. Cardano sync, Cardano API. Okay. Wallet. Okay, just here. So I was talking about Koios, for example, which I really use. I use it every time, even the demo. We use the Koios API. Let me connect my wallet. I have a demo wallet, I think. Yes, okay. So you can see here for the free tier, you can like do 50,000 requests per day freely. You don't need to pay anything. And even for pro tier, you have 500 requests per day without it. Not that expensive. It's very, very cheaper than like having a full node locally. If you don't really need a full node locally, no need to install it. You can just use this API. And once again, it's like free. You just need to write the name of the project. It can be like test demo. Yeah, and okay, I can go with annually. Yeah, verify. And it will just ask me to sign the transaction. I don't even have the password of this wallet. Let me try. Yeah, I don't know the password of this wallet. So once you just sign the transaction, directly you will have a key. I'll show you what does it, how does it look like in the demo. Let me come back here where we were. Next thing is just quite a quick flow how to start with how to start working on an open source project. Mostly, I recommend you to read the README if you don't know what is the project about, or the documentation of the project. Understand exactly the scope and the setup. How does it work? What are the requirements? Review some issues. Ask clarification questions, confirm acceptance. If yes, you can now start working on it. You can just read the full step Again, it's not mandatory to follow all those steps if you already know about the project and you know how to work on a open source project. It's exactly the same for also for Web3 project. So nothing changed from Web2 to Web3, almost the same. Environment, again, this is just a quite recap of what you really need in what we've been talking previously in the previously, I mean. So my recommend is for Cardano especially, like mostly work with pre-prod or preview because it's testnet. So you have the full set where you'll get some test ADA to do everything you want, everything, and you have 10,000 per day. You can have 10,000 T ADA to do everything you want to do as a test, as a demo, and everything. And again, anything you are building on Cardano needs you to like start from the pre-prod. The preview is a testnet. The pre-prod again also is a testnet, but the pre-production is exactly same parameters as mainnet, but it's just in the test. It's not a real ADA. Everything working in the pre-prod. If it works in the pre-prod, it will work in the mainnet. You can switch at any time, just the network, and it will work. Everything will work exactly the same. So they have almost the same parameters. And again, you can go to these links to like verify and to get more information, download, and do every setup. So what I wanted to show you again today, it's not only reading documentation, but this documentation is already online. You can just have the link here. I'll just share in the comment section. You can find it there and come back to it at any time. So what I wanted today, what I wanted to present to you today is also to see how does Cardano node looks like. I had a chance to set up, where is it? Just here. To set up a Cardano node locally for you. So you can see exactly how it looks like. I think it's starved. Let me check again. Sorry, guys. Okay, and just so I've set up my Cardano tests, my Cardano testnet in pre-prod version. And this node I've like spent 2 days synchronizing. So after synchronizing, you will have the full node locally, and you can do everything. You can do transaction from here, and you'll see it everywhere in the Explorer and everywhere in the in the wallet. If even I can send some ADA from this computer, and you can see it after maybe 30 seconds directly in your wallet. Even in an extension wallet or anything. Before coming here, I wanted to like show you again here how to maybe set up a testnet wallet. I'll use Typhon maybe. It's also one of the best I can. So I don't have it here. Let me install it so we'll see exactly the process how to install even extension wallet. I'll just go to the extension web browser. iPhone, I think it's Typhon wallet. This is the Typhon wallet. It even installed, I think, yes. I can't just see it here. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Okay, I'll just go directly here. Enable. Okay, it was disabled. That's why. This is it. Yes. So this is how it looks like. This is a mainnet. So I can just switch to the testnet directly here. No need to do anything. I can even go to the dark or white. And in the testnet, I have 1,000, more than 1,000 data. And from here, you can do everything. What I was talking about, it was, I can use this extension as a full web wallet. You can see I have everything. It looks very well. For those who want to see everything in a dashboard, you can do everything from this wallet. And yes, it supports multi-wallet, so you can add one more wallet directly here, and yeah, okay, configure, create new. That's what I really want you to see. And create one or import. Import means that you have your wallet, you have your keys, you just use it, you just want to import it here. But right now here, I'll just create, and I just do devx demo wallet, a name, and here you'll have to put the wallet to sign your transactions. Just a simple password, I agree. So you really need to hide these words, because this is your wallet. This is your wallet. I think the first time they told me about this, I was not understanding what does it really mean. This is your wallet. Only these 24 words. You can choose 12, 15, or 24, but 24 is the more secure one. And again, I can just use a pro version, so you can just copy it directly like this. You really need to save it locally. I mean locally, not do a screenshot, not do, maybe for the development environment, you can like keep it anywhere, because you don't lose anything. But if it's your mainnet and where you'll be receiving or doing most of your transactions, don't really share these keywords. So even when they're asking you to recover your wallet, they just ask you to provide those keywords only, not a password, not an email address, nothing. You lose this, you lost this, I mean, you lose everything directly. No, you won't go to you want to go and call Typhon and write them, okay, I lose my keys. No, they don't know about it, because this is saved locally. They don't have a database with those keywords. They will ask you to complete those words. I mean, let me just, how can I do it? Let me just do this. Okay, I just write it here. First word will be, okay, just copy and pass here. Third, okay. They're just verifying if you copy it very well and you don't lose your money after. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this one. 11 after. 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 18. The last word will be 18. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I think. And if it's correct, you'll have your wallet here. And I showed you last time how to receive some test data. From here, now you have a wallet. You can do everything. I can just copy my address, wallet address here. This is it. And just go to make a difference between the mainnet. You just see it will start with test here, and it's a test net. I just copy it here and go to the faucet, Cardano faucet. It's quite easy. You just write Cardano faucet. Again, this is the process to have a your dev environment, because you really need a wallet. You need to test some test data. Sometimes I need to choose pre-prod. Why pre-prod? Because my network usually is in pre-prod. Let me check where to find the network. Again, where is it? I think in settings. Okay, in Typhon, I think I don't know where, but for example, in the place, you just go in the I think here. Sorry. You just go in the here. You can see network pre-prod. You can just change it directly here. But in Typhon, I think by default testnet is pre-prod and it's not preview. By default. Yeah, just check here. I'm not a robot. And yes, I'll receive 10,000 TADA. I can even check this, but it will appear maybe in a half of a minute, like 30 minutes, 30 seconds, I mean. I don't want to spend a lot of time here. I'll just check if I receive the header. It will take maybe 1 minute. Or it was even written here. Yeah, pre-prod. So yes, here they showed you like directly here that you are in pre-prod. You don't need you can do everything. You don't lose anything because this is a test wallet. So I'll come back to the sorry guys. Let me just do this. So I think I'll check if my wallet, my node is not full sync. So my computer, so the problem with running Cardano node directly in your computer, if you switch it off, it directly go off. So you won't like directly be able to full sync every time, because here I forgot to to restart the node before we start the call. It will take time to resync because maybe the full day today I did not launch it, so I have to wait maybe 30 minutes after launching before it full sync. But yes, it's just if you just follow the Nix setup, the Nix node Cardano node installment, it will allow you to have a full node. You'll choose. You can have mainnet full node in your computer, but it will take you maybe 2 weeks to full sync, maybe 3 weeks. I think last time it took me, maybe it will also depend on network you are having. But if you have a good internet to sync the full node will take you maybe 2 weeks, 2 weeks minimum to get full sync. So I won't test here, but I'll make sure to show you some command line. How does it look? So I prepared you some command line here. You'll find it after the call. At the end of the call, you'll just find them here. So, for example, to check to query to check to query the current tip, some information about the network, you need to. This is the command, and again, when we are talking about testnet magic one, it's the pre-prod. In the testnet. If it was mainnet, we should just say mainnet directly. So you can see everywhere. I was just testing with testnet pre-prod. I was doing everything. Again, I will show you because I don't have my my wallet, my node full sync, but I'll show you how does it look. So if I go in this folder, I'll see this was where I was typing everything, testing everything. Mainly you have the database here. This database, you don't really touch it. If you touch anything, everything will be corrupted and you need to delete or remove the full folder and create it again and resync from the beginning. So you don't need to go in the DB when you are full sync. I think, yeah. This is how it looks like. You don't need to touch anything because this is the link I'm using here. I'm using here to check if the network is live. I'll go back to, because I don't want to touch anything here. And I'm using this node, I think, not every time, but sometimes I want to test something. If I'm working on a project which need a local node, I just launch the node. So you see, when sometimes I'm working on a project with which need a Cardano node locally, I really need to set up a Cardano node really locally. And again, I created some wallets, so you see how keys looks like. CD wallet. I created this folder. So you can see all those, yes, text.
Yeah, just wanted to check in. I don't want to interrupt your flow. You can finish the section that you're on, but I just want to make sure everyone's still following along. Those
Sorry?
little periods of check-in throughout, because we're pushing through a lot, which is really good. But I just want to make sure we're not losing anybody step to step here.
Okay. So you want me like to start from the beginning?
No, I think what you're doing is fine. I just want to make sure that everyone else is here knows that if they have a question or if it's moving too fast, they can also raise a hand and ask questions and so on.
Exactly. Thanks about that. So feel free to stop me anytime. If you have any question, I'll be happy to directly answer. So yes, I've created some. As I told you, with the Cardano CLI, I don't really need to some of comment. I can just do it without even like having Cardano node full sync. So, for example, creating a wallet, I don't really need Cardano node fully running, so I can just create it without the full Cardano sync. And I had to create, I usually have them, yes. Those wallets, for example, payment wallet, I'll show you how to create it here. So after checking if your node or Cardano CLI is well installed, mostly it's just Cardano CLI version and Cardano node version to see if you have them. You can see that I have all of them here. So I'm free to use Cardano CLI at any time. Yeah, these files, you'll have them in the repo. I'll make sure to update to make sure it's online as well as in the resources. But I've just created few comments. For example, here I'm just creating a payment address. This is how to create it. This is how to see to query the UTXOs. So I want to see all UTXOs of this payment address. But now I can't do that because my node is not live. But for example, to create a wallet, this is how it works. Generate a payment key pair. You just do Cardano CLI addresses, keygen, and yeah. I put some comments just up so you'll be seeing, for example, this generate payment address with stake key. For example, here, generate payment only. All those options are there. And you can only do that with Cardano CLI installed in your computer. And here, when you'll be checking, you can use this as an example. This was my test, my previous test. Yes, Harun.
Will I find all this in the repo?
I'll make sure to, after this call, maybe by tomorrow, have them in the resources session. Yeah, section, I mean. I'll make sure to provide. So you can do everything. You can follow just the step. For example, when you want to make a transaction, you just first, it's a process. When you're using a wallet, you'll see that it's just one process, but behind the scene, it's a full process. So you need first to, let me come back here. What you really need first is to fetch the Cardano parameters in the JSON, in this JSON. How does it look like? Let's see how it looks like very quickly. I hope that we have enough time. I just see how does it look. This is how it looks. This file provides the full Cardano parameters. Everything about the Cardano preprod are here. This file help us to like query and to calculate simulate, I mean, and calculate the fee we need to pay. Again, here you need to generate the transaction, and then here you'll calculate the fee. Remember, I said that you will use this parameter to verify the fee. And then when you are using this command line, it will say, for example, initial balance. You need, the fee will be, for example, something like this. But now when you're using Cardano CLI, you do everything manually and carefully. And if you don't do it carefully, it won't work. Remember, I told you that I did a test. This was the UTXO. UTXO, it's like a single like hash which contain my full balance. Like you can have many of them. Right here, I just have one. And one UTXO can have a balance of like, this is almost it's a loveless, so it's 9,008 something. So this is our initial balance. I need to take some data from this line, from this hash, because this hash hold this amount. Again, after that, I'll just need to build a new transaction. How much do I need? I need 250. I want to send to the receiver 250 ADA. So this is how to do so. And again, it will generate a TX draft. We can again see how it looks like directly. Just clear here. I'll just see how it looks like. This is how it looks like. So I'll see everything, it generates this draft. So this hash contains the full information about the transaction. And after that, I'll calculate the fee. What will be the minimum fee? Minimum fee doesn't mean that it's an exact fee. It can generate a fee, but when you are doing a transaction, it says no, you need to add more. This just shows you how much like how much you need to approximately like how much you need to pay. So first time, this was not the amount when I generated this, but it used this parameter to generate the amount. Again, when you are doing the transaction, when you are building, it will refuse. Maybe when you are submitting, it says no. You provide the minimum fee is not enough. It will show you like now the good fee. As I was saying, you do it manually. So you need to do this mathematics. You had this amount here, and you want to send to receive at this amount. This will be the fee. You need to calculate it.
I think there is a network disconnection. You need to be patient a bit. I don't know if you can hear me. think he got a network disconnection.
Oh, yeah, of course. I thought that
Yeah.
it was just my
Okay.
network here.
Meanwhile, we wait for him on the Cardano node CLI. I want to share my experience. When I joined Kimber Labs, the Cardano node training is the one that made me understand the Cardano UTXO. It will be there also as part of the get started when you come into creating intersection on Cardano node. So it is very important that you know how the Cardano node works. Right, he mentioned that it can take up to 3 years for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or more for it to sync. So my advice is get a computer with big memory. Yes, then you can carry on.
Sorry.
Just
My
sharing my
computer
experience.
just
Yeah.
switched from the Wi-Fi to my phone. That's
Okay.
why I had lose internet connection
Awesome.
for a few seconds. Sorry again for that. I apologize. So let me share again my screen very quickly. And yeah, as I was saying, hope that you can see my screen. So it uses this parameter to calculate the fee. This is how you do initial balance. This was the initial balance we had here. Send what I need to send to the receiver and the fee. Previously, I said when I calculate, this was not the amount. It was something approximatively this, but not this one. So how do you calculate? You do this minus this minus this. This will be the balance you'll receive back. How does it work? It takes this hash, it divided, it take some amount to the receiver, an amount for the network, and this will send back to you this amount. So you need to have exact amount. It's like when you are going to forex, you give an amount, they give you something in exchange, like they give you different, like you want to pay someone an amount, and then this will be $100, for example, and you want to pay, for example, $10. How does it work? And you need to pay for the guy who helps you to do the transaction, maybe $5, for example. So this will be the $100. You need to divide it to take $10 to the receiver and the $5 to the system, and then $85 will be sending back to you. This is how it really works. Exactly this. Now you will need to build the transaction, and then you'll sign with your keys here, your payment key. You'll sign the transaction, and then you'll submit it. Once you submit it, you'll have back a hash. That hash, it's a transaction hash again, which helps you to verify if the transaction was successful. This is the full process of sending a transaction on chain, but you can do this with multiple like assets, not only ADA. You can do everything. You can do a different asset. You can send different assets. You can do many things more than this. You can even manipulate a smart contract with Cardano CLI as well. So this was only one part of the presentation. Again, it take us more time as expected, but I built a very small project. I won't go through it, but I just show you how to use an API as well. Everything we did here, you see it's a full process, long process, but with a web app or just wallet, it does all the process at once. So what I used will be only Koios, as I showed you how to create a Koios key. You can create it, and this key you can use it for mainnet and testnet. You just need this one. And again, this project as well will be attached to the resources. You can download it, you can like fork it, you can use it, you can test it on your end. What we really need a very small project. I just built a testnet pre-prod dashboard where you can send and see the transaction history. You can see it's very complicated to run a project locally, or to run or to build or to work on the project. But here it shows you that it's a simple React project, React JS, I mean, not something very complicated. A React, full React, nothing specific. And yeah, I just run it and you'll see how it works. Yeah. Sorry, not this one. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'll go to the. I think this one. Yeah. Okay. From here, I can directly run the project in the development environment, npm run dev. I'll open it. Okay. Sorry, it goes this way. Let me just send it here. Oh, okay. I know how I'll do. I can just open this. This is it. So it's very simple. I've just spent one day doing it. A very simple demo. So one main thing we need is a connect wallet. To connect wallet, you need to at least an extension wallet, either maybe Eternal or Typhon or anything. When you click here, and again, you can use, I'm using all free APIs. I use Koios, I use Mesh.js. I think if you don't know Mesh.js, I just send it in the comment section. It's also one of the best documentation in the development environment in the Cardano. Mesh.js. Yes, Mesh.js. It helps you to, Mesh.js helps me to list this. I just did a front end and Mesh provide all those wallets. I didn't do it manually. So all the open APIs, like open source APIs or open source projects, help us to go very fast in the Web3 space. I'll just use my lace because this is, I think, the pre-prod. Again, you need to connect only pre-prod because this project is only a test. Thank you, Bernard. And again, as I test Lace, it asks me to accept and authorize this application to run on Lace. Yes, I just accepted. Again, I think I'm running an error of history. Let me just check what was the error. I want to go through it right here, right now. But let me refresh and see if it works. Yeah, it works. So it was just a bug. So from here, I can have the balance here using a Koios. Everything here, everything are free here. Nothing was, and I did not spend time to go and run directly my local node to have this. I have real time using Koios freely. And okay, this is my Cardano balance. This is in US dollar because it's converting in using the current rate. But you can see exactly the same amount as in my balance. And you can see it's not a hard-coded balance. You'll check, you'll see how it works. So again, here, I'll just go and check if I can get another wallet address here and send directly here. We'll see how it works and how long it takes to build a transaction. Sorry guys. I have another wallet here. I'll take any. I'll take. Let me just go with Typhon. Oh, exactly. So we have our Typhon wallet here. Why not? We just take this one. We've received the 10,000 Tether. Do you remember? We can just copy here and come back here again. I just want to send maybe again any amount. So you guys can provide. Can someone give me an amount so we'll make sure that it's not my backend who knows how much I want to send. Okay, 5. Yes, Bernard. 5. I want to send 5 Tether. 5. And we are sending to Typhon. And this is approximatively, this word is quite difficult for me, approximatively. And I will say, this is for Bernard. This is for Bernard. Yeah. So we'll check on chain if we have this and if it's real. I'll just click here. It asks me to sign the transaction, and I'll just confirm the transaction by putting my wallet password. I'll just confirm my wallet password. Again, it's submitted. So it will take maybe 1 minute to make sure we have it here. My previous transaction was 4. I've received 4. You remember? So this is the reception. So I'm not just listing here sending the transaction I've sent from here. I'm not using like a local database. It's like only an API. So it will take maybe a few seconds or 1 minute. Yeah, again, you can see directly here. We can see this 5 here. And if we check on chain in the Cardano Explorer, we want to make sure that it's submitted very well. And you can see the number of confirmation 0 here. We just go to the Explorer, the pre-prod Explorer, to make sure that the transaction was successfully submitted on chain. Yes. Yeah, you can see it just here. And what I want to make sure here is to see if we can see that information about what I said. This is for Bernard, I think. Where can I get it in this Explorer? This is the number of confirmation. I want to know exactly where I can find the memo. But yeah, let me check it in my wallet here. Again, if you come here, you'll also see the 5 plus the 17. I just showed you estimate fee was 5. Again, if I open it, input, output, all informations are very well here, good. But I won't see I don't know why I'm not able to see the demo. Let's check in another Explorer if we can see it. Okay, this is a new Explorer. I've never even used it. Okay. Confirmation. But again, this is how it works. And yeah, maybe the memo, maybe I did not submit it or I did not add it in the transaction. But yes, I've just used the Koios and Mesh.js to do that small application. So even if you are in the Web2 environment, even if you are a Web2 developer, it's not that difficult. You just need to read some documentation. You just need to understand how Cardano works and what to really use and when to use it. Yes, Bernard?
Can you try to click that address under outputs, that address with a 5 header?
Output. Here?
That one, the number 2 one.
Okay, this one.
1.5, yeah, that one. Click that one. Go, okay.
Okay, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all the informations are here. Addresses, trending, okay. UTXOs. Okay. This is it.
Yeah, this is where you will find that metadata extra
Okay.
somewhere here. Probably we need to see
Mm-hmm.
construction of mesh,
Exactly.
what it did with that metadata we added. But definitely it should come here.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
memo is just a text which allow you to understand what was the transaction about. It's just a short information about which helps you to remember about the transaction only. And yeah, I think Mesh maybe did not submit the memo in the transaction. But again, yeah, as you can see, I can even send back, like if, for example, I need to check if I've received something, I can just refresh here and see all the transaction happening in my wallet. So this is a small short demo and showing you that you don't really need, this is a full React. So a Web2 developer can just switch by reading some documentation, understanding how it works and what to use and when to use. Yes, again, you can find all those information in our DevX portal, where we always update new information and new sessions. And you'll find the repo and the command line maybe by tomorrow evening. All the resources attached to today's session. Yeah. I hope that you have now an idea of what is the Cardano dev development environment. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer. Any question? H Pro.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. And thanks again for the nice presentation. We are really happy about that. My question is just about the wallets. I just wanted to know what's the big difference between those the wallet we often use, the one you are calling extension, the one we often install in our browsers, and the one you can just directly install via those command lines. And also the one installing via command line, is it possible, like when I want to switch to another or want to use another laptop, is it possible, does it also provide those keywords, 24 or 12 keywords, where I can save and then use them after, or even if I just change my device? Thank you.
Yes. So the first question was about the difference between the hard or the CLI wallet and the extension wallet. All of them does the same job, but the main difference is the extensions. It's a front-end extension. It does everything in background and use mostly APIs to interact with the blockchain. But the CLI, you control everything. You like have your keys on your end. You generate everything. You have them locally, and mostly CLIs works with the Cardano node directly in your computer. So it's not that easy to like interact with the hard wallet, I mean the CLI wallet, from the front end page. It's still possible, but it requires a lot of things. And again, the second question was about if we can restore. Yes, you can use it after in another computer, but it really depends on how you generated your keys. If you generated your key the way I showed you, you won't have the 24 words, but you still have the keys. you still have that ability to reuse it with those keys. But there is another way to generate directly the words, and yeah, it's still possible. Those words you can directly come in the browser and use them directly. Yeah. Yes, I don't know if it answered to your question. Yes, Sammy.
Yeah, thank you, coach. Thank you for the flow. But I have a preoccupation too. It's just about a friend who told me about Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet. I think it's a kind of e-wallet also. So it seems that Trust Wallet has many features, more than T4 and all of other e-wallet that you are showing us. So I don't know if there's some other differences, and why do you advise us to use e-wallets such as D4 and other not trust wallet?
Okay, mainly it's because Typhon is a native wallet for Cardano. This is the main reason. And the difference between Trust Wallet, I also have Trust Wallet, if you can see. So it really depends. I don't know if Trust Wallet support yet Cardano. I don't know yet. Maybe yes, maybe no. But again, having more features depends on the developers team. They can prefer to like add more features, but maybe a native project like Typhon make sure that they have good features, but only for Cardano. Mostly, I'm showing you wallet, native wallet for Cardano. Only Cardano native wallet, like Eterno is a native wallet for Cardano, only supporting Cardano network. Maybe now it supports Apex as well, but it's a fork of Cardano, so it's almost the same. So the wallet I'm showing you, it's mostly a native Cardano wallet, but you can, yeah, again, you can use any other type of wallet.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Leonard.
Thank you.
Welcome, thank you.
Yes, I just want to add on what you have said concerning the difference between the wallet like iPhone days and the CLI. Right. All of them, they generate 24 words, 12 words, 15 words. Those are readable private keys. You should not show those to anyone. So once you have those words, we call them mnemonic. You can go to any other Cardano wallet, be it Lace, be it Typhoon, and then when you create an account, you say import the wallet, and then you add in your 24 words, and then it will open your wallet like the one he was showing us now. It will open, you will see exactly the same transaction we see on his wallet, which is a very lovely interface. Right. The other thing about Trust Wallet, what I know, Trust Wallet has got different wallets inside. There's Ethereum, there's Bitcoin. I mean, you can use any of these different addresses. I have never checked how Trust Wallet is different from the rest, but what I know, it has got that interoperability between blockchains. And then why Typhoon? I also am a little bit favorite of Typhoon for the following reasons. Actually, you will discover your own as you use this. I found it has governance features, it has staking features, it has voting features. Other wallets, you check it to yourself. You will find some of these features, maybe Roy, some of them are there, but they are not easy to access or whatever. So, but basically, you can use any wallet as long as you keep secret your 24 words. Anyone with the 24, 12 words or 15 words can restore your account and then move all the assets that you have there. Right. If you are a developer, which I believe most of us are here for the developer experience, what we have, I want to share you that to create a wallet in Cardano, we have got a standard, which is called CIP 32. You must go and read about it and then understand it a little bit, because all CIP 32 compliant wallets you can import and export across each other wallets. But we will be available if you are working on wallets. We can work with you. Thank you.
No voice, Mr. Dan. No voice, no voice. I don't know if it's just on my side or.
Okay, yeah. My mic was off. Thank you again, Bernard, for this good explanation about the difference between the CLI wallet and the extension wallet. Yeah, thank you. Any other question? Any other question? If there is no more question, we just say thank you for being here. And again, reach out at any time. We have the repo, we have the portal. It's always being updated by the developer advocate group team. So at any time, reach out. You can go to the developer advocate repo from the portal and ask any question. You can like directly schedule a call. Maybe I can just show you how to do so. Maybe just quickly. So if you want to schedule a call with a DevX, developer advocate directly, you just go to the GitHub here, and you'll find in the README. This is me. If, for example, you need to discuss on any topic, or you need to schedule a call, you just click here. It will send you to my calendar. You will choose one of the best time for you. Mostly it's Thursday, Wednesday, and yeah, you can schedule directly from here, and I'll be happy to go deeper about a specific topic. Thank you. Any other question? If no, we are at the end. Thank you again. Thank you for being here, and feel free to reach out and invite other people to participate if they're interested in becoming developer in the Web3 space, especially for Cardano. Yeah, thank you, Bernard, for the link. Yeah. So the link is just in the chat. You just go to the repo, and again, you directly maybe schedule a call, or you can just drop an issue. One of the DevX will directly answer you. Thank you. Thank you for your time. We'll be the last to leave here. So yes, we are at the end of the call. Thank you, 8Pro. Thank you, Sami. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Harun. Many people don't want to leave. Harun, do you remember?
What?
People don't want to leave the call.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, 8Pro.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
See you next week.
The 30-second. Yeah, see you next week, Harun. Okay. 8Pro, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I just want to to stay
Yeah.
longer.
Okay. I'll now end the call. Thank you. See
Yeah,
you again.
but thank you for today. It was great.
Okay. Thank you too.
Yeah.